The anniversary is fast approaching. Grind these units and medals now. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the Dokkan Fest AGL Broly banner from the 9th anniversary, which is just about 6 weeks away for us here on Global Dokkan. So in this video, we're going to show you how to grind out all the medals you can for all the characters featured here on this Dokkan Festival banner, as well as any areas you can grind out the super attack. Now we're doing this now during the month of May, simply because right now all Dokkan events are currently available, meaning you don't have to wait to any specific time of the week to grind out specific events or characters. You can do whatever you want right now, even as you're watching this video. So we're going to spend some time going over all of those medals and any areas that super attack can be grinded, because I'll tell you what, there is no worse feeling than pulling a new unit or a unit you've been waiting on an anniversary banner and then having to spend hours grinding everything out so you can finally use the unit. Grind it out now, have it pre-farmed, and you can be ready for when you pull those new units on the anniversary banners. Dokkaning responsibly, as one tune might put it. So let's go ahead, let's hop on into the piece de resistance, the Dokkan Fest LR AGL Full Power Super Saiyan Broly, right? If you're pulling on this banner, this is the main draw. Now, unfortunately, being that he is a Dokkan Fest LR, that means there's a whole lot for him you can't do right now. However, you can grind out at least 35 of his medals from the current Dokkan event that is available right here. The greatest adversary of all, the Fizz Broly Dokkan event. So on Global, you could grind this out right now and have these 35 medals. This way, you only have to grind out 70, and that's even better because, right, during anniversary since worldwide, we've been getting missions, right, which will knock out about another 35. So once you finally get to grinding the Dokkan event on anniversary, you're really only doing about 5 runs, because you'll have these from the mission, so, and then these already pre-farmed, so it'll actually make your life significantly easier once pulling that Broly. So very, very quick and easy. Not much you can do for Broly now. However, since this guy actually does start as a Super Saiyan Broly, you can actually grind out his super attack, right? From the Dragon Ball Super Broly story event, you can hop into here and head on over to stage level 2, right? On this stage, you can increase your drop rate using movie heroes. Now, it is kind of a rough drop rate on this one, right? It's only it is a rate of 1 to 2, but I'm telling you, I've run this one so many times. The drop rate can be pretty rough on this one, but nonetheless, the more movie heroes you use, plus your power level bonus, plus your support memories, you should be able to pick up your 10 copies of the Broly here, so you can feed them into super attack. Now, he does start as a base Broly, which means you will need to grind out 200 of the medals on 200 of the medals on level 8, because he does require, as you see here, right, in order to awaken, he needs 20 medals. So in order to awaken him 9 times, you will need to grind 200 medals. It's a bit of a grind, but hey, you'd be saving yourself some Elder Kais by getting this done now. So it's definitely worth it to do. Now, I do not believe the event is currently available on Global Dokkan, which means if you're going to be doing it, it will require story keys. However, it should be noted that this event will return during the anniversary countdown, so you could easily just hop on into that when that happens, or if you're swimming in the story keys, you can go ahead and do it now. The other way to pick up Super Saiyan Broly's is from the, where is it? Oh, where is he? Right here. The Berserker of Destruction Dokkan event, right? If we open this up right here, we show you guys It's the same as we talked about with the Fizz LR Broly. If you hop into stage 1, you grind out a bunch of copies of this SR Broly, you can awaken him into a Super Saiyan Broly, this SSR right here, and then you can feed him in before Dokkan and awakening him. You can feed him into your Super Saiyan Broly. Personally, I find this grind to be a bit rough. It uses up a lot of resources, but if you don't want to wait to grind out your super attack till the story event drops, or you don't have the keys, then this is an option for you. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So with that, let's go on. Let's move on to the next character on the banner, the Golden Frieza. Unfortunately, the Golden Frieza, you will not be able to grind his medals out, as he will, since he is a banner unit, he will require 35 of the new Dokkan Fest Broly medals. However, much like the Broly and the Gogeta from the previous video, you can actually level him up from this event here, right? If you go to stage 3, you can grind out copies of this Frieza here, and then head on over to stage 10 and grind out 200 medals once again to fully awaken him into a Golden Frieza, right? If we look at the medal sum up here, right, he awakens into a Golden Frieza that can be fed into that Golden Frieza, and it's definitely worth it. He is a good unit, so if you do manage to pick him up, go through the grind, save yourself some Kais, because there's a lot of other units you're gonna need Kais for. So let's move on to the next unit. We have the LR Fusion Zamasu. If you didn't pick this guy up during Worldwide or that special Dokkan Fest banner with the Goku Black, this is your next chance to pick him up, but you want to make sure you are ready. So being that he is a Dokkan Fest LR and a Zamasu, you have to go through every single Zamasu Dokkan event. So this one's going to take a while. So if you didn't grind out these medals way back during Worldwide, when you could get a bunch for doing missions, you're going to have a rough time, right? You're going to have to run 10 times on the Fusion Zamasu Dokkan event. That's this one up here. Where is it? Right here, the Eternal God Distorter of Worlds. You will need to run, all right, 10 times, because it's 35, right? Total of 70 medals for stage 3, which is the most recent stage of it. And then you'll need to run 3 times on stage 2 of that event, and then 2 times on stage 1 of the event. It's a bit rough, it takes a while, but it can be done. So best to do it now when it's available, so you don't have to wait and you end up forgetting how many medals of each one you got. Best to just do it all now while the event is available. Now, it is worthy of note that on this stage, if you go to the first stage, correction, so actually the medals are from stage 2, stage 1, yes. Stage 1 on this stage will actually grant you a Fusion Zamasu SSR that you can feed into this guy for some super attack fodder, so you can save yourself some time. Now, he does only drop as an SSR. I do not believe he awakens. Let's check here. I don't believe he awakens. Let's actually pull this guy up. Yeah, he doesn't awaken. So yeah, he will not be able to be fed into for 100% like other SSRs by Z awakening him. He just is an SSR as the drop, so you can feed him in for 50%. So just know you may have to grind out more than 10 copies to feed into your Fusion Zamasu. But it's definitely worth it. As always, we do want to make sure that we are Dokkaning responsibly and not missing out on these super attacks, because, of course, this being the anniversary, there are tons of units that do need Kais because they have no grindable super attack. Speaking of units with no grindable super attack, the next LR on our list is the LR Z-Bomb Duo from the 8th anniversary. These guys have only a couple events that you have to grind out, but it is the same, right? It's the same amount of runs you would have to do. It's just all in 2 events rather than 3, like the Fusion Zamasu, right? So 10 times on the Z-Bomb Duo stage, and that'll get you your 70 medals to awaken them. After that, you can hop on over, run 5 times on the Kid Buu Dokkan event, and you will be able to fully awaken your Z Duo if you're waiting on them, right? The more you do now, the less you have to do later. So you want to make sure you hop into their Dokkan events, grind them out now, so that way you are prepared if you're somebody who didn't have these guys, right? Maybe you started during Worldwide last year and you didn't pick these guys up during Tanabata. Maybe you just started a few months ago and you wouldn't have these guys. So this is a great chance to pick them up on the anniversary, and better chance to just go ahead and have these done, right? You don't want to spend your time awakening older units, so best to just have it done now. Up next on our list is the LR Cooler, the worldwide unit from 2 years ago. This guy can be awakened by grinding out the STR Cooler Dokkan event. There are actually quite a few stages on this one that you do want to hop into, right? So if we go ahead and we open the stage here, scroll down a bit. Where is he at? Right, so this stage right here. Alright, so you'll want to hop into stage 1. You're going to run this one 2 times. Where are we, right? This one right here. Yeah, so you're going to run stage 1 2 times for the Fizz Cooler medals. You're going to run stage 2 3 times to get 21 medals, and then you're going to run stage 3 10 times in order to get the 70 medals you need to fully awaken this guy. It's pretty easy. It's not too bad since it's all in one event. You don't have to jump around between multiple events, just like the Fusion Zamasu. So the thing to note about this cooler, he doesn't have a grindable super attack, right? But if you do if you do happen to have a bunch of this int one here, he awakens, right? If we just kind of open him up, he awakens from this SR Cooler right here. So if you've pulled a bunch of these guys in your summons, you could totally hold on to them. It sucks going through the process of awakening them. You'll have to get all these story event medals from the Strongest in the Universe story event, and then awaken them to the UR status and feed them in. I did that for my cooler. I don't recommend doing it. It takes a very long time, but you can do it. Just know that it will take you a bit of a grind. So if it's anywhere between now and the anniversary you pull these guys, just know you can awaken them and use them for super attack fodder, right? Moving on to our next unit on the list, the LR Gods. So these guys have a couple different Dokkan events that you need to go into. They'll have to be awakened from their own Dokkan event. Where is it here? Right here. The Saiyans Forged in Battle Dokkan event. You'll need to do 70 medals from this event here in order to awaken them. Then you'll need to do 3 runs on the STR Gogeta Blue Dokkan event. That is this one down here from the 5th anniversary. If we can find it, where are they hiding at? Oh, that's 4th anniversary. That's a bit too far. Here it is, the Advent of Omnipotence. You'll have to do this one 3 times in order to awaken him up to the LR status. From there, you will also need to do stage 1 on that event, the Super Saiyan Gogeta medals, the AGL one. Stage 1, you'll just need to run that 2 times, grab your 14 medals, and be done with it. Now, they do not have a farmable super attack or even a summonable super attack, so you will have to use Kais on this unit. So just be aware of that. That's why I'm trying to encourage you to do those events now, so that way you can save Kais, so that way you can use them on characters like this if you're somebody who didn't pull the LR Gods. Moving on, our next unit on the list is, speaking of, the STR Gogeta Blue. Now, nice thing for us, his event medals are all from the same Dokkan event as the LR God, so you don't have to make any change. Simply run that event 10 more times to pick up the stage 2 medals, and then run it 5 more times on stage 1 to pick up the AGL Gogeta Blue medals, which you can then feed in. If you're somebody who didn't pick up the 5th year LRs and you want to use them, they're easy A's. Were a bit rough to use during the 5th year, or not the 5th year, they were the 5th years. They were a bit rough to use last year because we entered an AoE meta, but now that we have exited that and we have events like Buhan and Kid Buu, they actually have some pretty good use, especially that turn 4 dodge of theirs. It's very, very nice to have. They are seeing a rise in use now. So if you didn't have them, now's a great time to go ahead and Dokkan Awaken them and get their medals up. Moving on, sorry, before I forget, he does have a grindable super attack, right, from the Super Broly movie. This one here, where does it go? Oh, right here, right? Just like all of the others, you can grind him out. Now, you don't have to grind any medals out for this one. Just hop into level 11, run 10 copies of him, Z-Awaken him, and feed him in. Since he starts as a Gogeta Blue, you can do that one and save yourself some Kais. This one's actually probably one of the easier ones to do. Moving on, though, now we have the Tech Vegito Blue. Tech Vegito Blue, just like the Gogeta, all from one Dokkan event. What is this one's name here? Right, same stage. Oh, that's right. He got an update with this one here, with the new Vegito from last year. So we scroll on up. All right, you'll have to hop into his Blazing Blue Fusion Dokkan event and grind out his medals. You'll need 35 from the stage 2 which is 10 runs on the stage 2 to awaken him, and then 5 runs on the stage 1 to get those other medals to fully awaken them to the LR status, right? Quick and easy, like I said. Focus your time now. All events are available. Pick one event a day, focus it down, get all those medals, and be ready to do the next event the next day, so that way when you pull these units on the anniversary, you are ready. Now, he does have tons of farmable super attacks, right, in terms of free-to-play. There's 2 ways to pick them up. If you're swimming in green gems because you are constantly link leveling, as you should, you can just grab you can use 777 medals, green gems, to pick up 10 copies of this, right? So that might be the easiest, less inconvenient way to do it. If not, you can head on over to the Blazing Potara Dokkan event. Stage 1, you can run on Z Hard, and you can pick up a bunch of copies of this. They do drop as an SSR that you can feed in for 50% attack raise. So it's not too bad. It can be helpful. But personally, I recommend going this way just because, I mean, if you've probably got a ton of gems if you've been link leveling a lot. Plus, you can Z-Awaken this one, so I feel like that might be the easier route. Up next, we have the Fizz Super Saiyan Full Power Broly. This is the TUR one that Extreme Z Awakened last year. He needs 77 of his own medals. So that one's pretty straightforward. Hop into stage 1 of that event, run it 11 times, and you've got your 77 medals. Just like the other other Broly, you can pick up the same 2 Brolys to awaken him. Like I told you, this Fizz one can require a bit of resources, but the event is currently available, so right, you don't have to use story keys, which can be very, very limited. If not, wait till this guy drops during the pre-anniversary celebration, and you'll be able to grind him out then. So it's no big deal either way. It could just be one of those that you say, just don't forget to do it before Broly drops. And then finally, the last unit on the banner, the Fizz LR Blue Boys, the Blue Evolution Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. These guys have a bit of a grind. Probably one of the most annoying out of all of them, because you got to go to a bunch of different Dokkan events. First and foremost, you'll have to go to their own Dokkan events. This one down here. Where are they at? The Warriors aiming for the top. You will have to go to that Dokkan event and grind it out 10 times. From there, you will have to hop into the Blue Kaioken Goku's Beyond God, the Ultimate Secret Dokkan event and grind that one out 2 times. Then you'll have to head over to Blue Evolution Vegeta's Dokkan event, which I think he hasn't had a new card in a while, right? Oh no, yes he has. Right here, Surpassing Even the Gods. You'll have to hop into that Dokkan event and grind that out 2 times in order to pick him up. Again, it's not too bad having to do it 2 times, but again, it's a lot of jumping around. And then finally, of course, you'll have to hop into the STR Jiren Dokkan event. This one down here. This guy has not got an update in a while. The Invincible Strongest of the Strong. 1 run on his event will net you the medals you need, and then you can go ahead and awaken them. These guys will Extreme Z awaken during part 1 of the anniversary, so if you guys have not picked these guys up yet, this is a great chance to pick them up and have them ready, because man are they good, right? Once Blue Evolution Vegeta and UI Goku EZA, these guys become a dominant powerhouse. Not to say that they aren't during part 1, but having the protection of UI Goku or Blue Evolution Vegeta, especially Blue Evolution Vegeta, makes them a force to be reckoned with on a tournament to power or superheroes team, right? You want high offense, they're gonna give it to you, right? Especially if you don't pick up, say, like the Broly or the Gogeta. These guys are good filler for that high damage output if you're somebody who's focusing on mostly Beast Gohan. So definitely worth it to have your grind ready for these guys. Unfortunately, they have no, because they are, you know, a very special card, right? Blue Evolution Vegeta and Blue Kaioken, they have no farmable super attack, so you are going to have to use Kai's on that one. So, guys, I know that was a lot. There are a lot more to grind on a Dokkan Fest banner than typically there are on a Carnival banner. But if you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what units do you need off of this banner? Who are you mostly aiming for to pick up besides the main LR, right? Are you hoping to pick up maybe Zamasu? Maybe you missed him during Worldwide, or maybe it's the 5th tier fusions, or maybe even the Blue Boys. Let us know in the comments down below. Or let us know, are you skipping Broly entirely for Beast Gohan? We will have his video and the Gamma's video up soon, probably within the week, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that as we continue down the path for anniversary prep time. The whole month of June will be entirely dedicated to prepping for the 9th anniversary, so make sure you stay tuned to all of those videos. So anyways, guys, that's it for the video. If nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.